Hey everyone, I hope your day has been really great. So I'm here with Yolandi and she's going to scratch some tickets. But first, I would like to say a big thank you to Courtney for introducing me and Yolandi together to become friends. I probably butchered all of that.
You didn't. You're all good.
So, which ticket are we going to start with today?
Well, I've got a few today. I've never done this
Nice.
before, so you're going to have to bear with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got some of these.
Ooh,
I've
that
got
looks
two of
fun.
these today.
Yeah.
So it says in the game, if you find two doubles or two triples, then you win double or triple, the prize for that game.
Yeah.
If you find two wins,
Mm.
you win all of the prizes in the playing grid. And
Yeah.
if you find the wallet in the playing grid, you win however much, depending on how many wallets you find. So one wallet is 3, 2 is 5, 3 is 10,
Yeah.
and 4 is 20.
Cool. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Janice.
How are
Right.
you feeling?
Now you have to excuse me because I can't see the chat, so I don't know who's here, so I apologise.
Hi, Deborah.
Let's go.
I'll let you know who's in the chat.
I need better glasses. I can't see a flipping thing.
Hi, Joanna. I'm probably butchering names because I'm so clumsy.
Right, there's no matches there.
No, Joanne. Get it right, Joe.
Right, I'm going to move this up a bit so I can see what I'm doing. And I do apologise.
As promised, make mods.
I haven't actually got a holder for my phone, so I've got it wedged at the minute. So I do apologise. It's not ideal.
But after the tickets, we will have the phone and Chromebook. Well, phone and device free. She will. So she'll be able to see the chat. Yolandi will.
Well,
Any wins?
there we go. No wins on that one.
Not good. Come on, tickets. Please give a nice win.
Right. The next one is a grid of fortune.
They're fun.
Can you
I
see?
advise while live, do two at a time. Images, pictures.
That makes sense to me.
Because that's how I did it.
Can you trying to get it so you can see it nice and clearly?
Yeah.
But also so I can see.
Bottom corner's a bit iffy, but other than that, it's all fine. Hi, Sarah. Yeah.
So we have a necklace and a bag. You can see the necklace down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
The problem is the phone's getting in the way.
I'm sleepy, Sarah. I went to a music festival on Sunday for a little while, and I haven't recovered from that. I haven't. But we're gonna talk a small bit about that actually as well after the tickets.
There's the dice.
Hmm.
And you're going to have to tell me if I miss any, because I can't see these bottom ones very well.
Me too. I can't see them. Right, actually, let's get rid of the chat for a bit. I've got other device for the chat. I've got a bit larger TV size, at least a bit bigger.
I'll say Joe will have to keep an eye on the chat, and if you see anything I've missed, yell.
Yeah. Actually, it's coming up on the screen quite well. It is. Maybe it's just my Chromebook, it's a bit darker. But then again, I've got the color turned down a little bit.
Like I say, I'm struggling to see it under the phone because the phone's in the way.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any. Oh, there we go. There's that one. Can't even make out what the other one is, let alone if I've got it. Is it this one here?
What is that? I'm not sure.
I'll double check
can't.
it. I'll double check
Yeah.
it in a minute.
If you want, move it off of screen for a second. It's fine.
Let's have a quick check.
The music festival was really good. It was so. I really weren't expecting to go, but Yolandi encouraged me in the right way and believed that I could do it. So that's what I needed, a bit of believing in me that I could manage the festival. Are you okay, Dave? How are you today?
And I knew that once he got there, he'd have a really good time. He just had to get there. So I just had to talk him into getting there in the first place.
Yeah. And I'm super grateful for that.
Okay, so we've got a key and a diamond.
Key, top row, fourth.
Yep, I see that one there, and the
The only
diamond's
one
at the
I can
bottom there,
see.
isn't it? And the diamond's down here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm having to work around my phone, so I do apologise.
Yeah.
If I do this again, I promise you I'll be better set up next time.
Yeah. You could, Dave. I'll make your mod in a couple of minutes. I just need to get my screen to small again. Actually, I can do that anyway. I know everything goes quickly.
And the other one, I can't make out. I'm going to have a look off screen. Sorry about this.
Still good if you need to be off screen for a couple of seconds.
Like I said, if I do it again, I promise I'll be better organised next time.
Yeah.
This was a last minute decision because I'd been and got myself some scratch cards today, and I said, well, I'm going to be scratching them anyway. So we decided we were going to put them on YouTube just because we could. So I'm not set up for it at all. I don't have a holder for my phone or anything like that. We're just giving it a go.
Yeah. We're just doing the best we can. Is all we can do.
Please excuse the loud bird in the background. He's decided he wants to tell you all about it.
Yeah, I think Twist agrees that he's got to tell his story.
It's because I've got my back to him.
Mm.
So he's having a little bit of a grump at me because I've got my back to him.
Oh dear.
But it was the only way I could block the glare from the light.
Yeah. UK Dave said, hey, parrot, with an emoji. At least the parrot.
Right, so it's that one and this one. And it's also that one there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
chest, there's one.
Yeah, I found that one.
And the other one looks like a wallet. Is this a wallet?
It could be. I'm not 100%. I can't see it the best.
Me either. I need better glasses is what I need. Right, let me have a quick look.
I need my new glasses that I've got. Or I've not got them. They've been ordered.
Right, yes, that one there is a wallet. Not that it helps us win any, but it is a wallet. So we've got 2 there, 1, 3, we were close, and 2 on that top one. And we got 3 at the bottom, down at the bottom as well, but that was as close as we got. So
Deborah says you're doing amazing.
I'm glad you think I'm doing amazing, because I can't see it. It's going to get really entertaining in a minute, folks, because I have got one of these. Now, me seeing these numbers is going to be really fun. I'm going to probably need a bit of help from you if I miss numbers
as well.
From the chat, from chat, if you see that I miss a number or anything like that, please do just holler. Okay.
Wait, I've just got to check something. There's stinking 22 on the first one.
Yeah, well, it's going to be there. It's just whether it gets in our way or not.
I know.
You know, 22's got to be there somewhere.
Yeah, it's like a bad smell.
Shall I scratch all of these and then work on them one at a time?
Do one at a time, because sometimes I get confused with too many numbers at once.
Okay, we'll do 2. Do 2 at a time. Okay. So we're number 6 and number 25.
First one, the bottom line. Third line on the bottom one.
25, yep, there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can see them.
I can just see.
So we're 74 and 32.
No 74 on the top one.
So on this one, by the way, if I get a line in the ones that are blue, they're worth double.
The below one in the same spot, and the one above in the same spot as well.
Oh, talk about all in the same spot. That's useful.
Yeah, 74 in the bottom corner for 2 of them as well. So that's handy.
Yep, that's good. So we're 58 and 75. There's a 58 and a 75 right next to it.
Nice. No other 75s. On the blue line on the bottom one. And yeah, 58 on
so 58 there.
The one below the line.
This one on the blue line.
Yeah.
No more 75s. Okie doke. And then a 50.
We don't know how to, Dave. It's the light in the room is right above, and we're trying to make sure there's no glare on it in a bad way.
Which is why I'm sat in a funny spot. Like I said, we did this at the last minute. We didn't pre-plan it, and next time I'll be more organised. I
Yeah.
promise.
Ooh, stinking 22 actually comes
Came
through.
through, but only
He
if
just
we
needs
actually.
to be on the winning line.
It only comes through properly if we win.
Yeah.
And 59.
Well, stinking 22 is tormenting us.
Yeah, so like I say, we didn't plan this at all. It's just I went out and got some scratch cards for myself today because I
Yeah.
felt like it, and so we decided to do them. But I'm not set up for it at all.
Yeah.
So
The one thing I'm going to say is there's no stinking 29. No, 28.
right, so I'm looking for 64. I knew I'd seen it. I just suddenly forgot what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Second
take much to
line on
confuse
the
me.
fourth game. Same spot as well. Deborah, you're amazing.
Yeah, so we can see what we're doing. 16 and 35.
We're not supposed to be turning me bright red today, are we?
Why not? Where's the fun? We don't. Right. We are 30,
73.
37 and 73.
Fourth line
Is
area.
73.
Bottom and the same spot on the fourth.
We also have a 37 there.
Nice.
Yep, there we go.
We should really scratch the free space because Courtney will tell us off because she always
She will.
does that.
She always does the free spaces, and so do I
Yeah,
normally.
yeah. She'll probably be screaming at the phone. You've not done the free spaces
You
yet.
haven't done the free spaces, sort them out. Not you, Twist. You don't need to scratch them. You're all right. Right, so we are 14 and 27.
27 bottom row. Yeah. The fourth row on the fourth
And the
game.
14 is right next to it.
Nice. Just need 43.
14 on this one.
I like the way they're both next to each other that time.
And 27.
Yeah.
Okay, 14. No 27 on that one, so that's those.
So we need 43. And 15, I think.
The last three numbers are 10, 62.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 10, 62, and 67.
Yeah.
So 10.
Fourth game, the top line.
10. 62, 67. Well, doesn't look like we've got a winner there, peoples. But we do need to do the bonus game.
Yeah. I guess they locked that game up.
There we go. So we were looking for the crossed fingers on that bonus game. So unfortunately,
Yeah.
it was not a winner either. Right, now I've got these ones are going to be even more challenging, peoples. You can tell I didn't plan this, can't you? Because even more challenging.
Yeah.
Because I've got one of these ones, which
Ooh.
is an even bigger bingo.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm glad I'm not playing this one.
I say I do these. You know, these are the sorts of ones I always pick if I do them. I do
Yeah.
switch cards. So this one
Yeah,
says.
I admit I would do this one myself.
So obviously we get the free ones in this one, but
Hmm.
you also get the little money bag one.
Ah,
And
I
if
didn't know
you win with one of the money bags
that.
in the thing that you win in, it pays double.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's also some bonus games at the bottom which we'll look at as well.
Yeah.
So I don't get in trouble, we're going to start with this. And again, Twisty, we didn't ask you, darling. He doesn't like it when I've got my back to him and when I'm talking and ignoring him.
Yeah.
So I do apologise if he gets a bit loud. I shall cover him if I need to.
Yeah. I was fine.
If he gets annoying, though,
Chatting.
if he gets annoying, chat, let us know and I'll cover him up so that he shushes. Oh, working round the phone's fun. Okay.
When we met, I actually had a tripod that I can hold and show like the full ticket. I forgot to get it out. It was in my back pocket the whole time I was sitting down.
Oh, that's all right. We weren't filming, so we were all right.
Yeah. I would have remembered it if I had been thinking or filming.
If we'd have been filming, you'd have thought about it, but we weren't filming because we didn't know how well we'd have reception or anything in where we were because we were in the middle of a shopping centre.
Yeah. But it was fun.
We did have a very good day. We met up
Yeah.
and we decided to sit in a little cafe place called Cinnabon.
Yeah.
And we just sat and had a drink and a chat. It was really nice.
Yeah. And I did face paint. Well, I got my face paint.
Yeah.
And as a sort of what did we say it was? It as a part of the fact that Courtney was a big part in us becoming friends, it was only right Team Courtney was put on one of our foreheads.
Absolutely. And since I was the one painting, Joe got it put on his forehead.
Yeah.
And I get to do the fun thing tomorrow of painting myself up as a zombie, ready for Sunday's live. So that I can get a photo over to Courtney in plenty of time. Joe's already sent me one to send to Courtney. So Joe's already Done the whole
Yeah.
zombie thing, and it's my job tomorrow. One of
Yeah.
my jobs for tomorrow.
Hmm. I can't wait because normally I don't get to be able to join in with the face paint things because I never have face paint.
Oh, well, it's just a bit of fun. I do it because it's a
Yeah.
bit of fun. It bit of a laugh, and I
Oh,
like
it
to.
is.
I like to have a bit of a
Hmm.
laugh. I don't get to have a bit of a laugh very often, so I like it
Yeah.
and get the option to. Twisty,
Hmm.
darling, no one asked you. He's not used to me sitting and talking to other people, and he doesn't like it. He
Yeah.
wants all the attentions.
Hmm. I can imagine.
He's a lovely little bird. He's ever so nice,
Oh,
but
totally is.
he's not used to having my attention
Sharing.
divided,
Yeah.
because he normally has my full attention.
Hmm.
And he and I bonded when he was very, very little.
Yeah.
He was only probably about a week old when we bonded. So, and I've had him since he was 12 weeks old. So he's not used to sharing my attention with other people.
Deborah, you always make me laugh, even when I'm trying not to laugh.
Well, he's a loud, squawky thing, but
Hmm.
he's ever so friendly.
It totally is. I've seen videos. Always makes me smile.
40 and 68 we're looking for at the minute.
You need 38 because that's on the line with the money bag.
Yep.
That'd be a cool one.
So 68 and 40. I'd already forgotten what number I was looking for. That tells you how I am.
I forgot to look at for the numbers this time. Can't see 40. But then again, I'm blind as a bat at times.
You're not the only one. I wear varifocals, so it's all fun. Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, hopefully, if anybody sees we've missed any, they'll yell in chat at us.
Yeah.
And of course, I will double check them all to make sure when I'm not on screen.
Yeah.
We're looking for 18 and 73, just in case I missed them. You can tell it's warm in England today, and that the humidity's high because I'm sticking to everything.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's the
I want it to
stickiness that
cool
gets
down.
me.
Yeah.
I don't mind the heat at all. I like heat, but the stickiness, I just.
I got a handheld fan that I just leave on overnight, and I let the battery drain down, and then I put it on the lowest setting and charge it while I'm asleep.
Oh, I don't blame you. I can't have a fan on in the bedroom because of the bird.
Yeah.
But I have got a fan. I have got a fan in the lounge room, which runs all the time. When it's hot like this.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think I've missed anything, have I? Oh, yes, I have. 56.
So we need 7 and 71.
Let's see what we've got here. 75 and 57.
Game for the bottom line for 75. and 57. Game 3. Yep.
As soon as you said
At
game
least-
3, I spotted it. We need an 11 on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So 72 and 65.
Hmm. Cool. Game 4. And game 2. As 65.
65. You're quite right, it does.
Yeah. I'm doing good considering I can't see properly. Game 4 for 65.
Game 4, 65. There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like I said, I'm having to lean either side to see round the phone, so I do apologise.
Yeah.
Right. We're 17 and 31 this time round.
Game 5. Game 6. They have 17. I'm trying my hardest with reading the numbers.
Right.
31. Game 5 as well. Yeah, that one.
There we go. $34 and 28.
Finally, a 28. And game 4 is a 28 on the 4th line.
Yep.
So I hope everyone's enjoying the tickets.
Like I said, if I do them again, I promise you I will be more organised.
Hmm.
Did that 28 already? Right, I think that's that. And then we have 44 and 70.
And the last game. The 6th one. You needed 62 on that one.
I did. Right, so that's the top ones. Now the bottom ones, this is a bonus game where we have to find the crossed fingers.
Hmm. Ooh, fingers.
That one's a win.
Nice. Of 15s in that?
So we are not a complete fail for this. We now have at least got one winner.
Yay.
There we go. Right, so we've got 2 more cards left. We've got another money multiplier, which we've already done one of, which is this one.
Yeah.
And then after that, we've got the mega cash word, which I have a feeling is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. So we're going to leave that one till last.
Yeah.
So this one, again, as I said before, it's the doubles and the triples. If you find 2 doubles or 2 triples, then you win double or triple. If you find a win, if you find 2 wins, then you win all of the prizes. And if you find the wallet, it all depends how many wallets you find to how much you win.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move it up a little bit just to make life easier. because now I can actually see what I'm doing.
Hmm.
Apparently, it wants to give me lots of matching things, but not in the same game.
Yeah. How rude.
It's about what I expect, to be honest.
Hmm.
I am not that. I will tell you now in advance, or in advance, she says, having done nearly all of them, that I am not a lucky person when it comes to scratches.
Yeah.
I do them
But
every now and again anyway.
how much did you actually spend altogether?
I spent £22,
Yeah.
and so far
And
we've won 15.
yeah, so it's not too bad.
It could be worse. I will tell you that
Yeah,
for
it could
nothing.
be zeros, and that's the worst.
Oh, I've done that plenty of times in the past.
Hmm.
Like I said, I'm not particularly lucky with scratch cards, but I do them every now
Yeah.
and again, just for
I
fun.
got 5 ones in a row. They all lost.
Right, so there we go. No winners on that one.
Hmm.
So we're at 15 of £22 at the minute, so
Hmm.
it's not anywhere near as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
This one is going to be the one that's difficult because
Hmm.
it doesn't all fit.
Yeah, I can see the letters. It's good size actually. As I've made my screen full size, so
If I do that, then at least we can see the top one, and then we can move it to check the bottom one. Does that make
yeah.
sense?
Yeah,
Whoops.
just check 2 numbers at a time then. Or 1, whichever you want to do. I think
Yeah,
Courtney does 1.
I shall probably do one just because I'm not very good with these usually.
Yeah, I agree. 1's the best option.
F. Not seeing any Fs on that top one. I'm looking for Fs on this bottom one now. Just the one.
Hmm.
Oh. Just imagine we'll have a few more of these.
Hmm. I can see a couple. At least the O was seeable easier.
That's all of them that I can see. All right. L. Sorry,
Hi,
I didn't
Jenna.
use it. Did I? You go L.
Hmm.
Hi, Jenna.
Well, it looks like Jenna didn't mail me all the heat then.
To the next one.
Jenna says, Yolandi, you behaving?
Me, of course I'm behaving. I always behave. I'm a good girl. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. Right, we're a C.
Jenna says, so is she a good girl? No, do we believe
Always.
that?
Of course we do. Thousands wouldn't, but I do.
Yeah. We could probably put a poll up and it'll come up 1,000 going, nah, badly behaved. Bit much info, Jenna. Yeah.
Oh, we're not going TMI, are we?
Yeah.
Well, I
Never been
guess in
here a minute
some
and
respects
too
we're
much
allowed
info
to, because
already.
it is gone 11 at night, so we've reached the watershed and everything.
No, I
Okay,
guess
the next number is next number. It's a number now. It is D.
Yeah.
Oh dear, when you're calling letters numbers, you know that it's time to quit.
Yeah. I've definitely got to get another tripod eventually. I want to get, I think it's one of the opposable ones that bends into position better. Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
We're back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You are. Okay, good. It's just I vanished for a moment there. So I just wanted to make sure you could still see and hear me.
Yeah, I think it only vanished on StreamYard because I don't appear to have seen the glitch.
Oh, that's all right then. It's just I lost it. I couldn't see it at all. So I wanted to make sure that you could hear and see me again.
Yeah.
Okay, T is the next one.
Deborah, you're amazing.
Is she telling me I've missed one?
If J comes up, I'm pretty sure it's not even going to be there. Now I'm pretty much sulking because there's never a J on these things.
No, but we got a G.
I'm really worn out as on Sunday I went to a music festival for some of the night, and it involved an extreme lot of walking to the point I couldn't walk up much. I literally needed to sit down. Imagine, I thought my brother was going to kill me when I asked for a chair to sit on. He had like this pull-out seat that I could sit on.
Right. Yeah, but you see, the thing is, your brother knows you have trouble with walking and that you need to sit, so he shouldn't really have been surprised.
Yeah. And I did like walk from the top of the hill all the way down to the bottom of the hill, across the full arena, and from one side of the arena to the other in a big circle. And I was exhausted. Then we had to walk at least 10-20 minutes out of the area to try and get a shuttle bus, and then got told they're not running the shuttle bus because it's on curfew. So we had to walk all the way to the top of the hill, and my legs were killing me by the end of that. But I did get to see Bullet for My Valentine, some of Corn, well, quite a bit actually. They were amazing. A small bit of Airborne, Kids in Glass Houses, and Steel Panther. That was all really fun.
Well, I'm just glad that, between your mum and I, we got you there.
Yeah, you did. It was a real big help.
He didn't think he could do it.
Mm,
He'd got himself convinced he couldn't do it.
yeah,
But I knew he
that's
could.
true. Mm,
And his mum knew he could. So we just
yeah,
had to convince him of it so we could get him there.
yeah. Yeah, Jenna's trying to send you to the naughty step, you laddie.
Who, me?
Yeah.
For helping Joe? I shouldn't be sent to the naughty school for that.
Mm,
I should be, given a sweetie or something for helping Joe. And in
yeah,
fact, I was
definitely.
given a sweetie.
Mm,
I've still got some.
I think when it's about 5
Something
or
like that,
4.
yeah. And I've still
Yeah.
got some of them.
Mm. Yeah, I think there's a rhubarb and custard flavour, one of them is.
Oh, yummy.
I'm not sure. I know there was rhubarb and custard.
Hey, I look at it this way. It's a sweetie. It's all good.
Yeah. I think one of them in the shiny packets was a mint one.
Hey, I like mint. We're all good.
Mm.
There's not many sweets that I don't like. That's,
Yeah. Yeah, I figured I'd give a couple of what we got from the hotel because they were nice. I've been fired, according to Jenna.
Been fired. Why?
I don't know.
Explain, Jenna.
Yeah, explain. Why am I fired? Are
I don't know.
we firing
Um,
me for Vanessa?
it's Joe. It's
Vanessa,
Joe's
you've come up.
stream. I don't know if you can fire him.
I think Beanie will vote Vanessa takes over from me and I just go and sit on the naughty step.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, when it's your stream, you get to decide whether you want to do that or not.
Oh, because I don't read the chat.
Oh, you don't. Okay, fair enough. He might not be fired. He might need to go to the naughty step for not reading the chat.
Bad Joe behave or go to bed without chocolate. The bot's always telling me off.
You know, I don't think we've got a single word yet.
Not good. Now, if Courtney was doing this, I'm pretty sure she would have had at least 4 words.
She does seem to be good at getting words on when she does the word ones.
Yeah. Mind you, I should behave in case she sends me something to do. Me and crosswords don't get on.
Right, let's have a look at the next one down. And Courtney will be glad to know that I am also a sloppy scratcher.
Oh dear, Jenna. It's saying that Courtney would miss letters. Naughty.
I don't think
Now to redeem.
nobody's yelled that I've missed any yet, so hopefully I haven't. I'll have to double check them, but
I've missed 99% of them. Maybe Jenna should dress up as a zombie for Sunday.
that would be cool.
Yeah. Everyone send your photos to Courtney of zombies.
Yeah, but not just any zombies. It has to be you as a zombie.
Yeah, totally.
Sending her a picture from Walking Dead, no, that's not going to do it.
Yeah, that's cheating. We need legit Team Courtney members.
I swear that it's getting later and later in the day, but it's getting warmer and warmer here.
Oh, it is.
Maybe it's just my room, but it seems to be getting hotter.
Yeah.
And Twist agrees with me. He says it's getting hotter.
Yeah.
Which is difficult for him because, you know,
I'm
he's
putting my fan on when I find it. Jenna's trying to get in trouble. She said, Yolandi, you missed 30 letters.
That sounds about right, Jenna. If you can tell me which ones they are and where they're located, I'll happily scratch them. It doesn't matter if I miss that one because there's not likely to be any.
Okay, that might go south with Jenna as a zombie. Very south. So far south, we might not get back.
No more X's. N.
Oh, Jenna, did you look at the photo video I sent you? And that was me thinking it come up and I thought of you straight away.
Well, we have our first word.
Yay, first word. Just need a couple more.
You know, yeah, 3 words it needs on each on each grid. So
Yeah. I guess you got N in fun.
yeah, there'll be an N in fun. Did I miss that?
Yeah. Bottom game.
Ah, I haven't got to the bottom game. Okay.
Okay.
N.
Jenna's not looked yet.
We've got 2 words on the bottom game so far.
Nice. You should, Jenna. It might make you laugh. But we know why you won't if you don't reply.
Right. I don't know that there's any more numbers, any more letters now. Nope,
Yeah.
that looks like it. So we've got 1 word on the top one and 2 on the bottom one. So that one's not the winner either.
Yeah.
So we've got 1 winner in total, and that's this one here.
So
£15.
that would be just over half back, right?
Yep.
I'm not good with maths.
15 of 22.
Yeah.
That's not too bad at all.
Yeah.
Because half is what? 11. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, right. That's pretty good.
I'm going to now work out how to turn this round. She says, trying, honest.
Jenna said, UK Dave took all your winning cards. So Yolandi will be back in a minute. And even sized.
How do I do this? I'll be with you in a minute. Feel free to carry on. Carry on talking. I've got to work out how to do this stupid thing.
Yeah, it's all good. So, with going to like the music festival, it really was fun and exhausting at the same time. But I had a great time. I'm glad I got to go, and I got to have a look around, and I went into like one of the tents, which I didn't think I could do at all because it is a lot more trickier.
I cannot get it to agree to turn the phone round so that you can actually see me. So I'm just gonna, sit and talk to you.
Mm-hmm. We can go.
Which is good because, to be honest, I hate being on camera anyway.
Yeah, it's fine to keep the camera off anyway.
And while I'm talking to you, I'm going to get my tablet up so that I can see chat.
Yeah. Ooh. I can't see the thumbnail. Right. YouTube. Let's look at the thumbnail. I want to see what tickets are being done. I guess not UK.
All I can see at the moment, Joe, is your forehead.
I guess not UK. I know. I got it up on my other screen.
All I can see at the
sort of
moment.
look
There we
for
go.
what Ozzy got for her new video.
Step for life.
It's too hot tonight, isn't it?
Right, I'm just now going back and reading the chat because I haven't had chance to before now.
Yeah. You may want to turn off Beanie for random things. As that's the good thing about being a co-host. You can tell Beanie off for anything that you like. Well, have a look at the nows I sent you, the picture. Well, video. But out of the bands I did see at Download Festival, my favourite had to be Bullet for My Valentine, as I hadn't seen them for a real long time, and they were doing one of their albums in full. So I was really happy about that.
Hey, Sarah.
How's your day been, Sarah? Ooh, shopping. That's fun. Last time I went shopping, we got 40 packets of Pokemon cards, and I disappeared. Good,
How am I
isn't
trying to corrupt you, Jenna?
it? Jenna, that's you corrupting us.
I'm going to say I haven't done anything to corrupt you yet.
Mm.
I say yet because you've now accepted me as a friend on Facebook. And who knows what I'll do now.
Oh dear. Watch out, Jenna. I'm so gonna have to have a shave when I go down. It's too hot.
The warmer it gets, the more itchy the chin gets, huh?
Yeah, every time. Mind you, it's a good time to have a non-rocking shower that only has cold water. I can wash my hair in ice cold water.
Yeah, not likely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm used to it. We're getting the shower fixed eventually. It's just taking time. Uncle.
It's right. I'm just sorry. Just read the chat with Jenna saying, "Bring it on." I'm sure I'll think of something.
Hmm. I know this is a bit risky, but I'm gonna just look at what was put in the group chat. Oh, good. At least there weren't anything that was likely to turn me bright red.
You think you're not bright red already?
Okay, even redder then.
You do look fairly red at the moment.
Yeah. Thankfully, it was a nice photo. And I know Becca's not gonna put anything scary up. I just wait until it's Jenna. Then I might not look at the post straight away.
That's all right. We shared a photo the other day, didn't we, Joe, of you and I when
Yeah,
we met up. And I got told
yeah.
I didn't expect Yolandi would look like that. I didn't know whether to be
Mm.
happy or offended.
Yeah. I think Ted likes to offend everyone. He's probably just playing. He normally is.
Apparently, he expected someone blonde.
Mm.
I'm not. I used to be blonde. I'm not blonde anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky you, Jenna.
Mm.
You want to pick those and put them with some apple in a crumble. That's
Mm.
yummy.
Yeah, that would be really yummy. And so you can't really spoil kids enough when they're young. I'm pretty sure my mum tried, but failed.
Oh, you see, I don't
Like,
have any kids of my own. I get to spoil my friends' kids.
hmm,
It's great because I get to spoil them and then run away and leave her with them.
yeah. But like I said, me and Yolandi, we had a great time being able to chat.
We did. We
It
plan to
truly
meet up
is
again at
thanks.
some point.
Yeah, and it truly is thanks to Aussie Scratchum and Aussie Coin Pusher that we actually met in the first place.
Absolutely is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but next time that Joe heads up to Birmingham,
Hmm.
we'll meet up, or
Yeah.
maybe I'll head over to the seaside
Hmm.
because, Joe's lucky. He lives at the seaside.
Hmm. That's it. I'm only lucky when the weather is nice. When the weather is bad, all you get is wind and dust.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. It's nothing like them beautiful beaches in Australia.
Oh, they do have some beautiful beaches, but they do have a big problem with seaweed.
Yeah, they do.
It gets really
And
because
jellyfish.
the seaweed comes in usually when it's hot, and because it's hot, and then the seaweed comes up onto the beach, then it smells. She is nice, Jenna.
Yeah, Yolanda's the only one actually that's got to talk to my mum properly.
Yeah,
Even on
we had a
a
nice little
call.
chat in the shopping centre, and I
Yeah,
spoke to her on the phone.
yeah.
Only
Even though
because
she didn't realise what I was doing.
only because Joey was getting in trouble from his mum, so he decided to put me on the phone to her. Because Joe and I were talking on the phone at the time, and his mum came in and was telling him off. So he handed
Yeah.
the phone to me.
Yep. Well, actually, I just give one of the earbuds because they're loud enough that you only need one. So having the earbud the way I was doing it meant I could just use the one microphone.
It did stop him getting in trouble though,
Yeah, it was a
because
good idea.
she stopped telling him off to talk to me.
Yeah.
Although she did tell me he was being a pain in the butt.
Damn, I thought you would have forgot that.
Oh no, 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 no. And I also don't forget that when we were in the shopping centre and she came back, she went, "So has he annoyed you yet?"
Yeah, she always will ask that one.
But you hadn't. We were all good.
Yeah. Yeah, avoided the naughty corner.
But only because his mum got sidetracked talking to me.
Yeah.
Because apparently she wanted him to go and do something and he wasn't doing it fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, she thought I was talking on a random panel, and she didn't realize I was just talking to you. So she was more okay with that than talking on a panel when I'm
Yeah,
supposed to be
he did avoid the
getting
naughty
ready.
corner, so that was good or bad, depending on how you're looking at it. I'm not getting involved in anything to do with bottoms, thank you. Sorry, being quiet here for a minute because I was trying to finish my apple.
That's
I'm like
cool.
3/4 of the way through an apple, which I've been eating for most of the day, if I'm totally honest.
Yeah.
Because it had a section cut out of it this morning to give to the bird, and then I've been slowly
Yeah.
eating it through the rest of the day.
Yeah. I weren't feeling well on the train. I actually decided I wanted a hot chocolate. Then a couple of seconds later, I was like, I need something sugary and a little better for me. So I just said, could I have a small bit of apple juice as well?
Well, I should imagine by that point of the weekend you had drunk quite a lot of hot chocolate.
Too much hot chocolate.
Because the Milo that you got wasn't exactly a small tin.
That is a challenge in itself to get through, and I'm happy to say I did.
Yeah, I got him. I got Joey a tin of Milo, which is it's a hot chocolate, but it's a malted hot chocolate, which is an Australian thing. And so I picked him up a tin of it to try. And over the course of the weekend, he drank the whole lot.
Yeah.
The whole tin.
The only
and
day
it wasn't
I
a small
didn't
tin.
have any was Sunday because of going to the music festival. I did have an omelette for breakfast. Then I got to the festival. I had chocolate ice cream. And I kind of told my mum that I had already eaten. So I didn't get any more food. So I had to have 2 Tim Tams when I got back to the room.
Which was a real hardship. Because Tim Tams, they're not nice at all. Yes, Jenny, you can buy it on Amazon. But in England, you can get it in Tesco's and in Sainsbury's as well, I think.
Yeah, that's cool to know.
And you can buy Tim Tams in Sainsbury's now too.
That's cool.
I know because I now have 2 packets of Tim Tams in my fridge.
Yeah.
From when I went shopping at Sainsbury's earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, as you can imagine, I was not happy about that at all.
Yeah. But is the price different from Tesco's and Sainsbury's? So sort of same price then?
No, like I say, the one in Tesco's was slightly cheaper, but only because I had a Tesco Club card.
Yeah, the Club
and
card.
they don't always have it on that offer. But if you took the club card and stuff off the table, then no, they were the same price.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Oh no, you got to put. Always put my Tim Tams in the fridge. Always.
Yeah, luckily we had a fridge, so we could put them in the fridge and keep them nice and cool.
Yeah, you have to put the Tim Tams in the fridge and then make yourself a hot drink, take them straight out the fridge, have them with your hot drink.
Yeah. But they tasted really good.
Hi, Chrissy. How you doing?
I hope your day's been good, Chrissy. And don't believe Jenna. We've been good.
I dispute that I was naughty. I've told you before, I'm a good girl.
Yeah, I dispute that too. I'm good. Good for nothing. I mean, I'm always good.
If anybody's been naughty tonight, it's been Twist, because he's been squawking away in the background.
Yeah, but Twist is sweet.
But Twist is Twist, so we always forgive Twist.
Yeah.
No, in England, we don't put biscuits in the fridge either. But these aren't biscuits, they're Tim Tams.
Yeah.
Exactly, Twist. Exactly.
Because you want the chocolate on the outside to stay solid, not melted.
Yeah,
and
because if you do a Tim Tam slam and your chocolate on the outside is already soft,
Yeah.
it just collapses really quick. Whereas if it's been in the fridge,
Yeah.
it gives you that little couple of seconds extra of time before it
Yeah.
disintegrates.
Yeah.
Makes all the difference.
Yeah. That's the one thing I did on the first try. I did it straight away when I got back, and the whole thing just melted within seconds.
Oh, you see, I told you not to, didn't I? I said
Yeah.
to you, Joey, I said you have to put them in the fridge as soon as you get back and let them
Mm.
firm up before you try a Tim Tam Slam. But you
Yeah,
didn't believe me,
definitely.
you see.
Yeah. No, I'm forgetful.
Yeah, you see, we
Okay,
don't.
I'm super
We don't have AC units because it's England.
Yeah.
So Tim Tams live in the fridge.
Mm. Yeah, growing up, we used to, well, at least my family did. We used to keep eggs on the kitchen side.
But then I'm one of these people that, because I lived in Australia when I was a kid, I put tomato sauce in the fridge.
Yeah, my mum does that.
Most people think I'm nuts for doing that, but I always put my tomato sauce in the fridge.
Hmm.
No, I have a tiny little postage stamp kitchen. It's really small. And I used to have a big American style fridge when I lived in my old house. But now I live in this house, I haven't got room for a big fridge. Yeah, you see, I agree with you. Ketchup is better in the fridge, and so are eggs. But then I keep just about all of my condiments in the fridge.
Hmm. So it kicked me off.
It did,
Yeah,
but you're back.
it left me up, but it was an error on my Chromebook, I think, as the screen just went black and booted me. If it took too long, I would have just put a message in, send back as quick as I can.
I know, right? I miss my laundry room. Something chronic.
Hmm.
When I lived in Australia, I had a laundry room,
Yeah.
and I loved my laundry room.
Hmm.
England, our houses aren't big enough to have a laundry room in.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, I used to love my laundry room. It was great.
Hmm.
No, I'd put it in the fridge too. I'd put hot sauce in the fridge. I put pretty much any sauce in the fridge.
Yeah. My mum does that too with any sauce. She'll put it in the fridge.
Well, in Australia, it goes off quick.
Hmm.
So you sort of like put everything in the fridge, and then
Yeah.
because I did it growing up, I just still do it. It's just a habit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to live in in a bungalow in England that used to be part of the old. It was like the family quarters for the servicemen for an airbase. So that bungalow was big, and it had a big kitchen, and it had like a rumpus. I think they called it a rumpus room with a laundry attached to it, and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Bread
So
we sometimes put in the freezer to give it a small bit extra life on it.
I've got half a loaf of bread in the freezer at the minute because I don't eat a lot of bread, so I tend to put a whole loaf in the freezer and then just take out a couple of slices when I want it, because otherwise the bread goes off before I eat it. And especially at the moment with the temperature we're having here in England at the minute, it's so muggy and sticky that everything's just all my fruits in the fridge. Everything at the minute.
Do you think I'll get a good reception from the fridge if I just clear everything out and sit in it? I'll be nice and cool. Don't care if my phone stops working too much.
Well, I'm thinking of making what we used to call a swamp air conditioner.
Yeah.
Which is you get a fan and you put a bottle of frozen water in front of it.
Yeah.
And as the fan blows the air past the frozen, the ice block, it then cools the air down further.
Yeah. That may work for me.
That tends to help
cool
cool things
that with the peanut butter. I'll put some honey on it.
It's if you do toast and then put peanut butter on it and then put a little bit of squeezy honey on the top, it's really good.
Cool.
I love peanut butter and honey on toast.
Yeah.
But then I like peanut butter and jam too. So. To be fair, in a normal sandwich, I like cheese and peanut butter.
Yeah.
I'm a bit weird.
But cheese goes with everything.
It does. It goes really nice with peanut butter, actually.
It
also goes nice with apples.
Oh,
cheese
yeah. I've had
cheese and apples.
Apple and thingy. They do it in Marks and Spencer. Like a bit of peanut butter and a couple of slices of apple. It's really good.
Yeah, we can't get that here, Jenna. But in America, you can get a jar of peanut butter and jam together, and you can also get peanut butter and marshmallow fluff, I think.
Yeah. This is why I shouldn't go shopping on American candy website or Australian candy, because I'll be ordering everything if I had a credit card. I'll be homeless, but I'll be stuck.
And I'll tell you something I liked when I went to America was Cool Whip.
Yeah.
You can't get Cool Whip here either.
Yeah, that's the cheese, isn't it?
No, it's it's like a creamy thing. Can't exactly tell you what it was, but it was really good.
Yeah. Chrissy, I'm pretty sure you're really posh and never make a mess. unlike me.
Yeah, Chrissy, you should never go shopping when you're high or hungry.
Mm.
Or yes. Because it's bad if you go shopping when you're high. It's bad if you go shopping when you're hungry. And if you're high and hungry, oh my Lord. You come back with a whole load of stuff in your trolley that makes no sense for, like, practically. It's got lots of good food in it, but none of it is practical for meals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have cheese in squirt cans as well, and you can buy the pancake mix that you just add milk to.
Yeah. Oh, 9 days roughly until my birthday.
Yep, you're getting there. You're not far off it now.
Yeah, and I've still not got my mum to agree to get me some diamond art that I had on my wish list.
Well, maybe she's just keeping it a secret, what you're getting.
No, I've looked at that wish list. If she had brought anything, it would snitch on her.
You see, I always work my way round that because I click onto the thing on the wish list, find out what it is, copy the page link, and then open a new page, because then it doesn't register that it's directly from your wish list. So you can still buy people stuff from their wish list without them knowing you've done it.
I didn't know if you could do that because most of the things I put on in mine were custom. So
That's a bit more difficult, but you can do it.
I didn't know that. But if I don't get anything, it's just money's a bit tight after all the travel and everything.
Yeah, it's always difficult.
Yeah.
That is true, but tell you what, it's not just women that have that issue. I've seen it happen to men too. See, you wish you didn't read it to find out what I was talking about now, don't you?
Yeah. Why do I read things?
Because you haven't learnt yet.
I know. I've not learned anything when it comes to don't read the chat.
Especially Jenna's in the chat. I know, I'll just read what she
Very
put.
risky.
The amount of times I've seen you do that and then go, oh no, why am I doing that?
I know.
You think he'd learn, Jenna, but he doesn't.
That time I definitely didn't learn. Yeah. But I don't know if anyone's seen this because I don't think I've shown it properly, but that's the t-shirt I got from Download.
I can't quite make out what it is, Joe.
It's like 3 dogs, a TV, and a game console with like Download just along the top. I'll send a proper photo of it later or put it on.
You're right, Jenna,
Facebook.
they do. They can. I sound like a professional voiceover. Oh dear Lord. I don't think I sound that much like a professional voiceover.
And Yolandi can do all the talking for me.
You see, I don't think I speak that nicely, but everybody says that I have a nice speaking voice, but I don't think I do.
You do, Yolandi, definitely.
I have. My mum tells me I have two different voices. I have normal Yolandi, and then I have Yolandi phone voice
Yeah.
for when I'm at work.
Yeah, I hope Finding Disneyland goes live. I haven't seen him today, so there's a possibility. Wait, what day is it today? Let's pretend I actually know.
It's just ticked over
Thursday.
into Friday for us because it's just gone past midnight.
Oh, I thought it was Thursday. Oops. Yeah. There's a possibility that you may go live. Right, let's say there's 3 times he might appear. Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. No, hurry up here. Jenna, I think Daniel's broken. He didn't appear. And they just come up. I was just scrolling through and they were there.
Likely
And
story.
there was. And I thought immediately that Jenna would like to see them.
Well, that's true.
As they're only now, so I can show them anyway.
Do you know, most of the time, I'm lucky if I have nails.
I'm not going to show the full video, but there's the nows.
Can't see them, Joe. We can just see the background.
The background's so mean to me. Yeah, you tell him, Trist, the background's being mean.
There we go.
I did think Jenna would like them. I would have sent them to Ozzy, but I didn't feel like getting beat up for that.
You didn't add me to the chat. Well, that's just disappointing.
That's cool, Jenna. So they different flavors, I'm guessing.
Twist, you're going to be put to bed in a minute if you don't shush.
Hi, Julia.
So I just got given the most evil look a bird can ever
Hmm.
give, because
Yeah.
I told him that I'd put him to bed if he didn't shush.
Oh dear.
Hi Julia, how you doing?
So I sort of had a silent bet with which option would be picked when I did the face paint. I was betting that 22 Never Comes Through would be picked, not Tim Courtney. So that's how I lost that bet.
Thank you,
But it
Deborah.
only fitted because meeting Yolandi was because of Courtney. So it was only fitting that Tim Courtney represented in that picture. I think that makes more sense than just
Yeah,
saying it was
Jenna's been an
everybody.
angel, and her halo didn't even slip once.
Maybe 300 other times. I definitely think I'm gonna have to take off that wristband because it's tight on the skin and it's overheating my wrist.
That one isn't fabric though, is it?
No, it's sort of paper.
Yeah, a papery, plasticky type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one
So
might
it's
have to
not
come off,
something.
but the fabric one you can keep wearing.
Yeah. Well, actually, the fabric one I could take on and off. They
Yeah.
didn't tighten it. They
And the
didn't.
fabric one also, if you need to, you can wash it.
Yeah.
A little bit of cold water, a little bit of soap, and then just rinse it
Yeah.
and let it dry.
Mm. Yeah. And there's the thing from the weekend. And that was like a lounge where you could just sit around and watch on a monitor instead of in the audience, which I did watch, but it most of the time from the audience is just I was eating and other people were eating at that point. But there is a video on Facebook. There is at least, but it have too many copyrights for YouTube. Hmm.
I should probably think about going to bed at some point soon,
Yeah,
since it's
we've
like
gone
midnight,
longer. Yeah,
and I'm going out tomorrow, so I've got to get up at like a reasonable time.
yeah. Right, we can end and we can talk for a couple minutes before we go. And I'm worn out. It's too hot in this room without a fan.
Yeah, it is for you, Jenna. It's midnight here.
Hmm. And I've still got to eat food. Me, a little naughty, didn't eat.
I hate time zones. They suck.
Hmm. It's hard working out the times. Hmm. Deborah, you're amazing. You got anything nice planned for the rest of the day, Julia?
Yeah, like he listens to me, Jenna. I can tell him to behave all I like. He won't. He won't shut up if he doesn't want to. I have to put him to bed for that.
Yeah, but then he'll be missing out on the conversation.
Well, I can make the be quiet face at him, put my finger up to my lips and look at him, and he'll be quiet. But the second I look away, he'll start up again.
Yeah.
So the only way it works is for me to actually put him to bed, which is to cover him with his blanket. But even then, sometimes that doesn't work, and then I have to turn the light off. He won't believe me because he knows Joey doesn't eat him. Wouldn't eat the bird.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat bird.
I'm not saying he doesn't eat. He doesn't eat like chicken or whatever, but he wouldn't eat bird. There's not enough on the bird for it to be worth it. He's only a little thing.
Yeah, Deborah, that's definitely right.
That is 100% correct. I have known Twist since the day he was born. I was at the person who I got him from. I was at her house the day he hatched, and then I bonded with him when she was hand raising him when he was about a week old, and then he came to live with me when he was about 12 weeks old.
Yeah.
And he's now, just trying to think, he's now just over a year old. There you go, Twist. Jenna's going to put you in the air fryer if you don't shush. He gave a little tiny disbelieving chirp then. Like, you wouldn't let her do that to me.
Deborah wants to know, can we see Twist? It's totally up to you. Or I can show.
Bear with me. Oh, bear with me. Yeah, have you got a picture of him?
Yeah.
Because he's in his cage at the moment.
Yeah.
He's a green-cheeked conure. And he's disabled. He's got twisted legs. They don't support him properly. Which is why he's called Twist.
I turn my background off because I'm not always forgetful that my picture won't show up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little Twisty.
Hmm.
And I think Jenna's scared him.
Jenna scares most people.
Because he's gone suspiciously quiet.
Plotting revenge.
And he likes the inside of the toilet paper, the inside of the roll.
Oh
And
yeah.
he puts it on top of his head
Yeah.
because he's an idiot.
Sort of flips it over as well. And she showed me a video of Twist doing that.
He's a very daft bird, but so very cute.
Yeah, totally.
Or at least in my opinion. But then I'm biased because, he's my bird.
Okay. I've got that video we were talking about. And virtual background remove. And
Yeah, he's a muppet. Like I said, the first time I saw him, or the first time I was worried about him was I came into the room and he was in his cage and he was sat there squawking with the toilet roll tube on his head. And I thought he'd got himself stuck. So I went in there and I took it off of his head and put it down. And then he looked at me really gone out, and then he leant down, put the tube back on his head again.
yeah. I personally wonder how many views that would get on YouTube. You should post that.
Yeah, probably. Jenna, he does pluck some of his feathers on his shoulders. Don't know why. He plucks not enough to make him bold or anything, but he takes a few of his feathers out on his shoulders. And he does like eating dry corn, so I do tend to watch him.
I'm obsessed with horror. How are you? Sorry, I haven't been around much. I've just been swamped with everything, especially the Download Festival weekend. And now the weather's getting hotter. It's going to get harder to do things with my Chromebook.
Yeah, apparently, Joe, on Sunday it's supposed to get up to 31.
Help. I need a bigger pan. And an extension lead.
Well, on Sunday, I'm going to be running a board game group in a pub.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a really hot room.
It does not have air conditioning.
Oh dear. You need portable fans. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Do you want this to go 5 more minutes, then we shut down?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that'll be roughly 2 hours. And I thought only an hour.
Well, then we started talking.
Yeah.
We do that.
Yeah. Well, I did say little download festival chat. Didn't say what about that we would chat about.
Oh, we just chat about anything and everything.
Mm,
That's
yeah,
kind of the point, isn't it?
yeah, totally.
Jenna, that would mean that I would have to have a dishwasher first. That would make me exceedingly happy if I had a dishwasher. But I have a
Mm,
postage stamp sized kitchen and don't have room for a dishwasher.
mm. Yeah, the kitchen area is tiny in the UK.
Especially in a flat.
Yeah, it's almost non-existent. That's how small it is. It can be like the size of a penny.
Let's just say that 2 people cannot comfortably cook in my kitchen.
Yeah, there's like that in my cousins. You couldn't go in that area comfortably and move around.
Two people can go in the kitchen at the same time, but they
Mm.
can't move round each other to cook safely.
Yeah, you're gonna get hurt no matter what you do.
Yeah, there are dishwashers in the UK, and like my
Mm.
parents have a dishwasher because they have a big kitchen because they
Mm.
live in a 3-bedroom bungalow. But I
Mm.
just live in a little 2-bedroom flat. There is no room in my kitchen for a dishwasher.
Yeah, but for definite, we are gonna eventually meet up again somewhere
Oh yeah, for sure,
and
it's going to happen.
have a great time again, whether it be at an arcade. And I'll film a lot, some of that as well. Even though technically not all arcades like you filming, but as long as you're just filming yourself and not the surroundings, you're allowed to film. I get away with it because I ask permission and I give them what boundaries I'm gonna stick to and what I'm not going over. Like if I'm gonna film a Pacific machine, I'm gonna say this is the area I'm filming. I'm not going to film where people are, and I'm not filming myself. I'm just filming the game.
Yes, Jenna, more or less, I live in a hobbit house.
A lot of the houses are
Only I'm in a
like,
block of flats, so there's like 35 of us.
mm,
35
yeah,
flats in the block.
yeah,
And mine is one of the biggest flats in the block
mm,
because mine is a disabled adapted property.
yeah.
So it's got the wider passageways and stuff.
I've not sent those to Courtney at all. It's something I couldn't send. If you've sent them, then that's okay. It's just for me,
If you've sent them, that's on you. He's going,
yeah.
I can deny all knowledge.
Mm. I can happily say, yeah, I sent them to Jenna, and I didn't think you would care about those. I know you like the more prettier ones. You have to let me know what she says about them, because it's funny what can be done with nails in such a small space. So that's why I thought it was worth showing you, Jenna. But I prefer to show Courtney the pretty ones I find. And
I've drilled a hole into a nail before now and done a piercing on the nail.
Yeah. Cool. Do you do nails yourself, or
Not very
just?
often. I'm not good at them.
Yeah. I personally would like to learn how to do them just for the art's sake of it, as I do think they're very arty and cool to look at.
Hey, I haven't messed with you yet, Jenna. Just give me some time. It might happen. It might not. Who can say? I might just continue being a good girl. I might not. Who knows? Sometimes you get the good Yolandi, sometimes you don't. So far, everybody has only met the good Yolandi. Like I said, I'm being a good girl.
Deborah, you're amazing. Right, we've gone over the time limit, so what I'm gonna do is, anytime Yolandi wants to do something like this, just hang out for a little while, we can. Whether I do Diamond Art or we just chat.
Yeah, well, there's nothing either stopping you doing a panel and having more than just me up there.
Oh, I know. I put the link on like Facebook, have it open for people on with my Facebook to come up. I just won't put the link in the chat.
I understand that, yeah. Now just remember, Jenna, you started it because you sent me to a website for adult toys. It's a true story. You did it.
One sec. I seriously have no clue what you're talking about, Jenna. I have never sent you a private link ever.
If it's a damn lie, how did I end up on the site? It wasn't by coincidence. Somebody may have told me, and that somebody being you, about the site, and I then went and looked. What can I say?
I've never sent that link, Jenna. But can come and hang out for a couple of minutes while we're talking backstage. So, Jenna, you got 5 minutes to join. But I'm gonna end straight after you join because it's late and I need to eat.
And I need to sleep some point soon because I've got
Yeah.
zombies to paint tomorrow,
Mm,
and I've got to get the mortician's wax out and make big cuts and things
yeah.
because I haven't done that in far too long, and it's much fun.
Yeah. Mind you, that could be really fun for me. Mum, look at my head. I fell over.
I've done a slit throat on somebody before.
Ooh.
That was fun.
Yeah. I don't think we should freak my mum out that much.
No, that would be mean to your mum. Your mum
Maybe.
doesn't know me well enough for that yet.
Maybe just the cut to the forehead. We can't do arms because I've got too many on my arms. And speaking of trouble, hey Jenna.
Hello.
Hey, Jenna.
Why did Deborah saying come on, Jenna?
Because I said I'd sent you the link, and we've only got about 5 minutes before I have to end the stream.
Oh, I thought she was talking to me about something I said in the chat where I turned around and said that she's my ex-wife now.
Hmm.
Weird, it had to
So
be
how's your day
something like
been,
that.
Jenna?
Huh?
How's your day been?
She don't really talk to me much in the live streams like she used to.
Hmm.
She'll tell me hi, but she won't really talk to me much. I do get that. I do get that by the end of the day sometimes.
Yeah,
If I do
things will
that,
be
if I
okay.
get it like that though, I get to where I just get up and leave the live, go find somebody else live
Hmm.
in the day. I'm like, no, I think I'm being a burden until I leave.
Hmm.
I didn't
Well,
go
I try
on.
and talk as much as I can.
Well, I didn't go on Jennison's live at all today.
Hmm.
I mean, I got asked to come up there, but I never went up there.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the mood.
I went up for a little while.
Gretchen Mama let me be myself in that live stream, and she said that way
Hmm.
I joke around in there, like she knows I will never get it X-rated. That it
Hmm.
causes her live stream get pushed out to the algorithm.
Hmm.
Because everybody else in there is just talking about the tickets. Is all they're talking about.
Yeah.
There's no joking. And I've had a ton of people say that to me when I go in their live stream. I'm pushing them their channel out to the algorithm. The way I joke around,
Hmm.
even though I do get timed out for it sometimes.
Yeah, well, you're fine to do whatever you like in the chat.
I'm waiting. I'm wondering if Deborah's coming back in your chat.
Hmm.
Yolandi, when I created that group chat, I remember Joe saying something about me and Becca, and him being in a group chat. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna wind up creating this group chat, and I'm gonna throw Julie in there too,
Fair.
Hmm.
But I left it there for people that like if I can't be in there, he's got certain people he can talk to if he needs somebody to talk to.
Hmm.
That makes good sense. I like that.
Because I know a lot of times if he if he uploads something on Facebook or something, Julie will come and talk to him, make sure he's okay. And Becca does that a lot of times.
Mm.
And that way, like if I'm not able to be there and they both want to ever go backstage with him and talk, they can. That
Mm.
way of doing it through the group chat.
Yeah, I tend to send him a message and then ring him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
being in
Laura
the
talking to
same
you.
time zone, we can. It's easy.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
call her, I still call her Deborah with the H on it for some reason. I just got used to that and I just call her that.
Mm.
I had somebody ask me about the English one day because I say ours, don't say it like we say it in America.
Mm.
And I have to ask you, Jenna, have you changed the shampoo or something you use? Because your hair's gone really nice and shiny.
Not really. All I use a pretty shampoo from Head and Shoulders. I use a medicated shampoo that my dermatologist gave me, and then I will use it smells like apples, but it comes from Bath and Body Works. I use different ones,
Mm.
Yeah, it's just I've noticed recently that your hair just looks more shiny, and I'm like,
I
that
just
looks
can't
really
get
nice.
I have a hard problem getting rid of the damn
Mm.
frizz. I've tried everything. I even tried that odd stuff from Aussie that you got to put on there and you got to leave it on all day, but it's not. I've been doing it for weeks and it's not doing nothing.
Mm.
And I got to be careful of that stuff because since I have to put in the cochlear implant hearing aid, you don't want that gunk to get into it and it could fry it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Like I was doing in the chat with her before I got in there and started messing with her because you that Nora me, so I started going in there and messing with her,
Mm.
trying to see if she'd say anything back to me.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
watch that video clip I sent you
not
of
yet. I've
corn?
been kind of busy. I hadn't got around to it. I was busy
Yeah.
working in the yard, trying to clean up and get some
Yeah.
more wood chopped up, and then I'm putting it in a pile for the guys to come get it so he can burn it for the winter for him and his wife. And then when I
Yeah.
get the blade, I get the 14-inch chain. I'm gonna turn around and cut the rest of the stuff down,
Mm.
of the one of the trees that are damaged. There's one limb. I already got part of it cut off. The other one, I'm not going to cut it off because it's laid on top of some trees right next to that the fence goes in front of.
Mm.
That some farmer put up years ago. And I thought, wait until lightning just strikes it again and knocks it down on the ground, and then I can pull that out.
Mm.
I can chop it up slowly, and whatever I can't get out from that tree, I can just leave up there
Mm.
and that other tree across the fence. I know you do, Bora. Well, that time I said it without the 8.
Mm.
But you gotta know if I'm messing with you, it's because I don't I can't never get used to being ignored.
Mm.
I've always had that problem. Like I've got the problem with talking about what I am on panels, and I don't realize I'm doing it half the time.
Mm.
I don't mean to.
Mm.
Just a part of the dysphoria, depression, Klinefelter syndrome I have.
Mm.
Klinefelter
Right.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is with Klinefelter syndrome, you don't limit your mind. Not perfect. It can affect your learning disability, but I force myself to learn things
Mm.
and do things.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to end the stream now, but we can talk for a little bit backstage.
Yeah, there's some things you can
And
say backstage, but I
Jenna,
don't think nobody.
we can chat properly another time, and we'll do something live together. I promise. Soon.
What gather with who?
With you.
Oh, you don't have to do that with me, you know. I ain't gonna get butthurt over that.
No, I owe you birthday makeup because for something. I
Oh,
can't
no,
remember
don't
what.
worry about that.
I owe you,
That
so
my birthday live's
it's
been long
happening.
gone. We don't need to worry about that.
So we can still have fun. I do diamond art.
Yeah, I saw that, Daniel, and thank you for that.
Daniel, I am lost for words.
I'm still gonna figure out a way to pay you back for that. Even if I have to make something for you to pay you back, I'll pay you back one way or another.
Yeah, Yolandi, would you help get something to find in Disneyland from me when I could find something that Daniel will like?
I always like to pay people
Yeah, of
back.
course, no problem.
Because Daniel goes beyond words to do stuff, and I want to send one thing to him in thanks. I
There's
do
something I
when
can tell you
we
backstage,
can.
but I don't want to say it on here. You don't know who might be listening.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some things I don't want to say on here. You gotta be careful. You never know who's lurking in the bush by the end of the day.
Yeah, that's fine, Jenna. Tell me backstage.
But if you two want to have your own private conversation backstage, I understand that.
No, you're invited backstage. It's
Yeah, I'm just
totally
making sure
cool.
that, you know.
Yeah. I said you were coming backstage.
I know. I'm just making sure. I always like to make
Yeah,
sure.
no, we're not having private conversations or anything. You are more than
No,
welcome to join us.
we're just gonna really talk about the stream, how it went, sort of thing. And
Oh, yeah, I
you
was
were here
seeing.
for most of it, so it would help as well.
Yeah, I was Joe. You know, I was teaching you earlier about sending pictures to me. You know, by the day, you don't got to do that.
Mm. You're getting them stickers, some guitar picks, do whatever you like with them, sell them.
Yep, I've got them all here already.
Mm.
Thank you, Deborah. Deborah, you know, you're still always
And
welcome to my live
Pokemon.
stream.
And that Pokemon chip as well you've got.
Deborah, click on Finding Disneyland's name and go to and make sure you're subscribed to his channel and you can hang out in there too. They're fun.
Mm.
Even though Joe's always floating down the damn river.
Yeah, for some reason, Daniel throws me in the water.
Yeah, he throws you in the water and sends you to float down to Australia where he knows you don't like the big 8-legged creepy thing.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
he's trying to feed me to a shark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said up to him one day when you weren't there, and he turned around and he said, "Well, you know, since Joe's not here, you're going to be the first one to go. I'm going to make sure you never come back." And I remember Vanessa come back and there said something to him.
You know, sometimes I'm just watching silently and can't talk because I'm watching from my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, tell Deborah she's allowed to butcher and Finding Disneyland's name all she wants.
Yeah, you can. I normally, Vanessa did come up with this one, Slut Prince.
Hey, you want me to say the name that she trying to get the bot to call Daniel?
Yeah.
Slut Prince. I did that in Supplies Live, and he turned around and said, "Leave the Daniel alone." Got on to me. Daniel, before Joe ends this, I was gonna ask you, next time you go to Disneyland, are you gonna be there for the Pride event that they're doing? I seen where somebody was there and they did a parade and everything for it. It was really neat. I don't know if you've already missed that or not.
Yeah, I need to be fed today. I've not eaten yet.
I could think of one way she's gonna feed you, but I'm not gonna say it in here because there might be a kid watching, and I'm not gonna blurt that out. I would leave that for a late night panel.
Thank you, Daniel. You're an amazing friend, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. And Jenna,
that's
are you
special
not
event.
Jenna?
Okay.
Daniel, are you going live today? I really hope you are. I need entertainment. It's too hot to sleep.
Maybe your lady will come in there and save you.
Unlikely.
Yeah, but your lady, when we were in there one time, I said something to Courtney, and I remember her saying something about that she kicked Joe in the back, even though Daniel had already threw him. And then she smacked the crap out of me, knocking me off the ride. And I was like, "Why did you smack me?" And she said, "Well, you put your hand on my thigh, and then you grabbed my love handles."
Oh yeah, that's a dangerous thing to do to a woman, grabbing their love handles.
Mm.
Well, I don't mind mine getting grabbed. Oh my goodness, I got a stripper coming. Oh boy, I'm in heaven. I hope that stripper's packing something between her legs. I'm not saying what though.
Please don't.
No, this ain't the live for that.
Just wait until another live.
Unless Chrissy comes in here and blurts it out.
Chrissy's too well behaved.
Well, you got to know, you don't remember she does run around and some of the live streams with nothing on. You just don't know it.
I'm just gonna pretend I never
Yeah, I did
heard
get
that.
timed out. Didn't you see me get timed out so many times in Ernie's live?
No, I turn the chat off for a little bit at a time, so to rest my eyes when they're feeling sore.
Yeah.
And it's just like a bit of a blow on one of my eyes, which bugging me a bit, so I had to rest a bit.
Deborah, are you the stripper that's coming to my place? And Joey, she's asking you what about her now. She wants to know something. You're gonna have to ask her what she means by that.
Yeah, what do you mean? Me lost? And I get lost easy.
Now, Deborah, if you marry Joe now, you gotta wind up if you marry Joe, you're gonna have to wind up being married to his mom as well. I don't think she'll get rid of him.
Right, that's gonna be it. Just in about a minute and a half. But we'll do something like this again and just hang out.
I kind of like it when you send the link in private to people to keep their
Mm.
trolls and crap off,
Yeah.
or bombers and everything.
Mm.
Oh, I'm making
Mhm.
Mars sleepy.
That's because you were yawning.
Mm.
I had to yawn. I've been outside working,
Mm.
and my boobies were sweating.
Too much info.
You see, that's another thing you does not learn. Does not learn to mute his to remove his headphones. You know, when he told, "Don't let your virgin ears or eyes hear this or see this."
Yeah.
And you know about them too.
Right.
Vanessa knows. Well, you know,
Mm.
if Vanessa knows that your ears and eyes have been looking and listening to that stuff, you dead.
I know.
Bye, Mark. Disneyland will eventually go live.
Mm.
He's just lazy.
Hopefully.
He's
Well,
way too lazy.
hopefully he does, as
Yep.
I can't wait to watch more Disney stuff.
Yeah, that'll be
But
anything.
Mm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the live now because I'm worn out and I've gone live longer than planned. But again, thank you, Yolandi, for wanting to do this live. Thank you for
That's all
Jenna
good.
for coming up as well. And thank you to everyone who's been here, who has watched and who's watched the replay. You're all amazing. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and we will see you all again soon, I'm sure.
Oh, I see what Becca sent.
Take care.
Joey,
Yeah,
did you
take
see
care,
that in the group
everyone.
chat?